Chapter 5 The First Calamity Trial, Blood, Ash, and Awakening. Continuing directly from the final moment of Chapter 4, the world snapped sideways. A sound like breaking glass, yet deeper, older, almost geological, rippled through the sky. The briefing chamber, Fred's cold stare, the warning alarms, even Myra's tight grip on Denton's wrist. All of it stretched, blurred, and then tore open like a page ripped from a book. The calamity rift swallowed them. For one weightless instant, Denton felt every cell in his body vibrate violently, as though reality was trying to shake him apart. Cold needles stabbed through his spine. His heartbeat disappeared, his breath vanished. Then impact, he slammed onto black stone. Air exploded into his lungs in a ragged gasp. Myra tumbled beside him, rolling instinctively into a defensive crouch. Snake hit the ground with feline control, sliding back only a foot before steadying himself. Emberling, the small ember-furred creature, landed on Myra's shoulder, puffed up, hissing sparks in every direction. Denton staggered upright, and then he saw it. Eden, the wasteland of the nameless hull. The sky was wrong, it wasn't night, yet no sun hung above. Instead, the heavens swirled with a whirling vortex of bruised purple clouds, pulsing with dim veins of red lightning like a dying heartbeat. The landscape stretched endlessly, ruins melted into obsidian, torn earth, fossilized trees twisted into screaming silhouettes. A wind moved through the wasteland, not air, but whispering voices. Thousands, millions, all murmuring the same word, hunger. Denton swallowed hard. So this is the first Calamity class instance. Chapter 5 The First Calamity Trial, Blood, Ash, and Awakening. Continuing directly from the final moment of Chapter 4, the world snapped sideways. A sound like breaking glass, yet deeper, older, almost geological, rippled through the sky. The briefing chamber, Fred's cold stare, the warning alarms, even Myra's tight grip on Denton's wrist. All of it stretched, blurred, and then tore open like a page ripped from a book. The calamity rift swallowed them. For one weightless instant, Denton felt every cell in his body vibrate violently, as though reality was trying to shake him apart. Cold needles stabbed through his spine. His heartbeat disappeared, his breath vanished. Then impact, he slammed onto black stone. Air exploded into his lungs in a ragged gasp. Myra tumbled beside him, rolling instinctively into a defensive crouch. Snake hit the ground with feline control, sliding back only a foot before steadying himself. Emberling, the small ember-furred creature, landed on Myra's shoulder, puffed up, hissing sparks in every direction. Denton staggered upright, and then he saw it. Eden, the wasteland of the nameless hull. The sky was wrong, it wasn't night, yet no sun hung above. Instead, the heavens swirled with a whirling vortex of bruised purple clouds, pulsing with dim veins of red lightning like a dying heartbeat. The landscape stretched endlessly, ruins melted into obsidian, torn earth, fossilized trees twisted into screaming silhouettes. A wind moved through the wasteland, not air, but whispering voices. Thousands, millions, all murmuring the same word, hunger. Denton swallowed hard. So this is the first Calamity class instance. Myra's expression was bladed steel calm, but her pupils were dilated, tracking something in the distance. Snake scanned the horizon, jaw clenched tight. No, this one's different, it's too quiet. As if reacting to his words, the whispering wind abruptly stopped. Silence, total, crushing silence. Then a bone-deep vibration rolled through the dead ground beneath their feet. Once, twice, 3 times, footsteps, but not human. Something enormous was approaching. Henan, the first monster, revealed the ruins ahead, cracked open like an eggshell. Dust exploded upward. A low, thunderous growl rumbled through the valley, vibrating Denton's ribs. Then the creature emerged, a howling behemoth. It stood almost 40 feet tall, its body built like a grotesque fusion of wolf and armored titan. Bone plates jutted from its shoulders. Its hind legs were warped by sinewy red tendons that pulsed like diseased veins. Its skull lacked eyes, only 2 hollow pits burned with an inner red glow. And when it opened its maw, the scream it released was not sound. It was a physical force. Denton's vision whited out as he was hurled backward as though struck by a truck. His ears rang with metallic static, his stomach lurched. The ground itself fractured beneath the shockwave. Mira shouted something he couldn't hear. Snake pulled him up ember-linked, forming the shield of flickering embers. But the monster was already charging. 3点, the first battle begins move. Mira yelled, pulling Denton away as the howling behemoth smashed a crumbling tower where he stood seconds earlier. Stone turned to powder. Snake drew 2 curved daggers that glowed with a thin line of pale light. Ember issued weapons engraved with dimensional stabilizers. Denton, Snake shouted over the monster's roar. Center yourself. You'll get torn apart if your mind fractures here. I'm trying. Denton choked, stumbling to his feet. He tried to breathe, but the air felt thick with iron and static. His heart hammered violently, his knees shook. Mira stepped in front of the howling behemoth. Pulling out her ember spear, we don't have time, formation center 3. Snake moved instantly, copy. Denton blinked, what am I supposed to? The monster answered for him. Its head snapped toward Denton, sensing weakness. The glowing pits flared blood red, its muscles quilled, it lunged. For Denton's first brush with death. The behemoth crossed the distance in a blur of bone plates and muscle. Jaws opening to swallow Denton whole. Time slowed, Mira spun her spear, shadows swirling around its blade. Denton, focus, use your ember sink, now. Denton's mind scrambled, I don't know how. Then learn while dying, Snake snarled. The howling behemoth inhaled, the air warped red lightning gathered in its throat. Denton saw everything with perfect clarity. The serrated bone fangs dripping the corrosive black fluid. The massive forelimbs tearing furrows into the earth. The red glow in its hollow sockets locking onto him. His legs wouldn't move, his hands wouldn't rise. I'm going to die right here, right now. But something else moved, Myra. She slammed into him like a meteor, shoving him aside just as the behemoth's jaws snapped shut where his torso had been. Denton hit the ground hard, dust choking his lungs. Mira was now caught under the monster's attention. No, he croaked, trying to rise. Snake intercepted the behemoth's next step, slashing upward in a precise, practiced arc, cutting at the tendons behind its knee. Black blood sprayed out, sizzling where it touched the ground. Ooh, Denton awakened something new. Denton flew backward, slammed into a wall of obsidian rock, and crumpled to the ground. Pain radiated through every nerve, blood filled his mouth. His chest burned with each broken breath. His vision dimmed, and in the darkness, something glowed within him. A spark, a flicker, a ember, rise. The voice was not human, not male, not female. It felt old, smoking. Ancient, rise, bearer of the spark, the fire does not end. His chest burned, his veins pulsed, and then flames erupted behind his eyes. Not real flames, data flames, dimensional energy from his ember implant. His hands trembled as heat gathered in his palms, forming threads of shimmering light. Ember sync initiated. Mira noticed first, Denton your aura. Snake's eyes widened. He shouldn't be able to catalyze this early. Denton staggered upright, dizzy but burning. I don't know what I'm doing then, just feel it. Mira shouted. The behemoth charged again. Denton raised his arm, instinctive, desperate. A burst of ember light exploded from his hand, slamming into the monster's skull with a thunderous crack. The behemoth reeled back, shocked. The team stared, Denton stared. Holy shit, Snake whispered. He awakened. Mira exhaled, a smile breaking through the chaos. Welcome to the fight. 6点, the turning of the battle. The behemoth roared, infuriated, bone plates flaring outward like jagged wings. Denton panted, shaking violently. Ember sync burned like molten iron through his nerves. I can keep going. Not alone, Mira said. Definitely not alone, Snake added. The three stood together now, Denton in front, hands burning with ember light. Mira with her spear swirling shadow and flame. Snake with his twin daggers glowing like lunar shards. Amberlin hopped to Denton's shoulder, tail engulfed in bright blazing sparks. The behemoth lowered its massive head, The ground cracked beneath its claws. Denton whispered, "Here it comes." The monster charged. They charged back. The wasteland shook with the collision. 7 点, the near-death moment. The fight blurred into overlapping chaos, flashes of ember light, spear arcs, bone plates cracking under Snake's blades. But the behemoth was not weakening. It adapted. It grew faster, smarter. And then it landed a hit. Its massive claw caught Denton across the chest. Teeth of pain ripped through him. He flew 30 feet and smashed into the dead earth. His vision faded instantly. Blood soaked his shirt. His breathing stuttered. Mira screamed his name. Snake cursed viciously. Emberling hissed and threw a veil of sparks around his body as a shield. The behemoth approached him, sensing an easy kill. Denton felt cold, far too cold. He knew this sensation. He felt it once before, on the night he lost everything. The night he thought life had ended. Not again, he whispered through blood. Not like this. The behemoth raised its claw to finish him, and Denton's ember flame erupted. A pulse of scorching light hurled the monster back a step. His eyes snapped open, burning like coals. "I'm not dying here." 8 点, the final blow. Denton staggered upright, coughing blood. Ember light dripping from his fingertips like liquid fire. Mira and Snake moved beside him again, both wounded, both exhausted, but unbroken. "Together?" Denton asked. Mira nodded. "Together." Snake twirled his daggers. "Let's kill this thing." The behemoth roared one last time and lunged. Denton's flame mirrors, spear Snake's blades, emberlings, burst of fire. All struck at the same moment. A blinding explosion of ember energy tore through the wasteland. The howling behemoth convulsed, cracked, collapsed, and let out a final whisper that drifted across the dead valley. "Hunger never ends." Then it died. 9 aftermath, and something watches. Silence fell again. Denton collapsed to his knees, trembling violently. Mira caught him before he hit the ground. Snake placed a steadying hand on his shoulder. "You're alive," Mira whispered. "Barely," he rasped. Snake smirked. "Barely is still alive." But Emberling suddenly froze. The small creature stared at the horizon. For bristling with terror. "What is it?" Denton whispered. Snake's expression turned cold. Mira's grip tightened. The purple clouds above them shifted, peeling open, revealing something enormous watching through the sky. A single titanic eye, as big as a mountain, staring directly at Denton. A voice rumbled across the wasteland, shaking the world itself. "The spark awakens. The fire bearer has entered my domain." Denton's blood turned to ice. Mira whispered, trembling for the first time. "Denton, that wasn't the boss." Snake's eyes narrowed. "That was the one who controls this entire calamity."